CTVs, W5. The cars, the deals.
I have it.
An SE model for $21,000 plus tax.
Low prices and helpful salesmen.
We don't charge you any fees whatsoever.
So why can't you find the car you want at the advertised price?
They know they can't deliver the car.
Kevin Newman with the APA's annual hidden camera investigation.
You shake your head.
I can't even imagine what they were thinking.
The confusion of hidden fees.
$7.95 for brokerage fee.
Misleading ads and unavailable cars.
It's going to be coming here in the next 3 months, usually.
Oh my goodness.
All leaving buyers asking, who can they trust?
We're trying to get as much money as we can, and you're trying to save as much money as you can.
And a rapidly warming planet
Changes in the environment up here are going to affect people's ways of lives.
puts our land in peril.
Right before our eyes, it's sort of sloughing off and thawing.
Avery Haynes investigates a looming ecological disaster
You can say we're a canary in a coal mine.
as the slowly melting foundation of the
It
North
functions like the glue or the cement that holds the landscape together.
reveals dangers long hidden,
As that permafrost thawed, that anthrax was released.
and the disappearing land
Not 1 year is the same as the next.
threatens more than distant communities.
What happens when it thaws?
Here's Kevin Newman.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. Buying a car is the second biggest investment Canadians make, right behind a house. Now, when you negotiate a real estate deal, there are lawyers, agents, mortgage brokers to consult. But a car, you're on your own. So for more than 2 decades, W5 has partnered with a consumer advocacy group to conduct undercover tests of how car dealers deal. After all that time, you'd expect to find fewer questionable practices. Think again.
Looking for the absolute lowest price for your car?
Every year, about 2 million new vehicles are purchased by Canadians. And there are a dizzying array of options, different brands, makes, models, wide-ranging deals, ads, promotions. It's hard not to feel disoriented by it all. So it's helpful to have a guide, like George Eny and the Automobile Protection Association. Yes, it is time for the APA's annual survey. And this year, the secret shoppers are in the Vancouver area to shop for new cars. What did the APA set out to test?
So we're like a regular customer. We start with an ad, and then we want to put the sellers through their paces to see if we can get the advertised vehicle for the advertised price.
After scanning through the ads online and in newspapers, the APA team puts together its hidden cameras and gears up to start its undercover shopping. So, first up, Columbia Chrysler. The APA is shopping for a Jeep Cherokee Sport, listed at $24,998 or $71 a week on Jeep's website and in the dealer's ad. The secret shopper is introduced to Cam, her salesperson.
Yeah.
Cam's gonna give you all the details, and then hopefully we can get you driving out here with a Jeep later.
Turns out Cam and this dealership offer something unique.
We don't charge you any fees whatsoever. So most dealerships will charge you any documentation fee of some sort, potentially a transfer fee, and potentially an environmental fee. We don't charge any fees whatsoever.
Okay.
So it's going to save you anywhere from $500 to $800 on average.
Already?
Yeah. Right off the hop, and again, that's just kind of phony money for the dealership to make extra money on top of the deal.
Cam is offering some great insight into the car buying experience, and he'll have more to add a little later on. But he's just provided our first tip in what to watch out for while shopping for a new car. Lesson 1, additional fees. And watch out, they can add up.
This is free money for a dealership, so we don't want to, take that money from customers. We'd rather you pay for the car and that's it.
Now, in BC, additional fees are legal as long as they're disclosed in the ad. And the APA found some fees and some surprises while shopping this ad from Kia Richmond. It features a 2018 Kia Soul LX, priced at $18,735, a huge $5,500 discount. But then there's those fees.
$495 documentation, okay.
Correct. And $395 for a go green means that we're gonna full detail your car. We wax it, polish it, clean it.
So a documentation fee and a go green fee to wax and polish a brand new car?
$795 for brokerage fee.
A brokerage fee?
A $795 brokerage fee not found in the ad. That's against the rules in BC. All fees must be disclosed.
And what's documentation then?
Good question. What's a $495 documentation fee for?
103 form safety inspection, damage search, online search for liens.
A damage search and safety inspection on a brand new car?
Documentation retention, facility storage for 7 years. What am I storing for 7 years?
Like the documents?
They'll store your documents for 7 years.
A legal
motor vehicle purchase agreement
means that it's a legal document that we are selling the car to you, so just make it official.
A fee for official paperwork. Sounds a lot like a receipt.
That's part of the documentation fee.
Correct. Everything what's said here is all included in the fee.
It's whimsy. They're just inventing any old baffle gab to try and get an extra $1,200 or $1,500 out of you.
To top things off, the APA found that the MSRP in the ad had been inflated by roughly $2,500 to make the discounts appear deeper. All that adds up to a fail for Kia Richmond. What was the fail there?
Brokerage charge, ridiculous total of extra charges as well.
You shake your head.
I can't even imagine what they were thinking when they prepared their seller with that list of extra charges.
So W5 wanted to talk to someone from Kia Richmond to discuss the APA's findings. Corey Diano, he's the director of sales, replied to our initial email, saying Kia Richmond is a full disclosure, transparent dealership with a strong commitment to customer satisfaction. But then he stopped emailing. So we tried to reach Corey again.
Yeah, hi there. I'm trying to follow up on an item with Corey Diano. Do you know whether he's working out of this office today?
He would be Greater Vancouver.
They tell us Corey is working at the dealership across town, so we try there.
Good, how are you? Kevin Newman with CTV's W5. We've been trying to interview Corey for a couple of days now. Are you Corey?
No, I'm Alex.
Oh, okay. Would he be able to talk to us? We've sent a bunch of letters, and it's about an APA report that was done in your dealership, and we'd like to get Corey's response to that if we can.
Okay. Well, he's not here right now, and
Well, apparently he's not here either, which takes us back to Kia Richmond again.
I'm Kevin Newman with CTV's W5. We're looking for Corey Diano. Is he around today?
He is not. He works out of our other office at Kia Vancouver.
But we were just there, and no Corey. So without answers from Kia Richmond, we took the APA's footage and our questions straight to the provincial regulator, the Vehicle Sales Authority of British Columbia. And we sat down with Doug Longhurst, the Director of Learning and Communications.
$395 for a go green means
103 form safety inspection, damage search.
$795 for brokerage fee.
Well, that's a very creative list. That probably wins a prize.
The agency not only enforces provincial legislation, it also certifies and trains sales staff through courses offered in this very room.
Would he have passed your course if that was the way he was proceeding?
Sadly, yes.
So I mean, if he's an accredited salesman, what do you do with that?
Well, what we would do is we would open an investigation, because we would want to start with finding out, if we could, the advertising that went with that.
So how strong are your enforcement powers?
They are significant, and
have they proven to be enough of a disincentive to stop people from trying it again?
Some things go in waves. We think we're making progress, and then things rear their ugly head again.
All right, so let's head back to check in with Cam at Columbia Chrysler. He's already shared one tip with the secret shopper, and he's about to share more of his helpful insider knowledge along with another lesson.
Because usually what they call it is they build it on a nerd, and a nerd vehicle. I know it's industry lingo, but basically it means a vehicle that is bare bones. So it's like it's the skinniest of all of the vehicles kind of thing. And generally speaking, they don't even build them that way just for the sake that most people, that's why they have the starting at prices and stuff like that.
Lesson 2. Watch out for nerd cars and ads promoting those rare stripped-down vehicles at very low prices just to lure you into the dealership. Well, the APA found an example of that too during an undercover visit to Carter Honda in Vancouver, where an online ad lists a Honda Fit DX at $16,845. But then here's what they told the secret shopper about it.
Unfortunately, the DXs is no more.
Anywhere.
The last person that actually wanted a DX, they had to factory order it, and then they had to wait about 6 months for it.
A 6-month wait. Carter Honda advertises a vehicle it does not have in stock, and that's a fail, according to the APA. So the search moves to Vancouver Honda, this time shopping an ad from the national Honda Canada website, offering the same model Fit DX at a price of $15,190 plus freight and PDI.
We have to order it from manufacturers. It's going to build for you. It's going to be coming here in the next 3 months, usually.
Oh my goodness.
Because
a 3-month wait. Hoping for a car a little sooner than that, they checked for an in-stock 2018 Fit LX, the next model up in terms of price.
I'm going to go check my inventory here.
Oh, okay.
They're quite popular this year.
But no luck with that model either. So the secret shopper suggests they check other dealerships in the area for the LX. But it's bad news there as well, apparently.
We checked everywhere, all the stores.
Yeah.
The 18, they don't make it a lot. It's not as popular.
But you don't have the 2018 LX?
Nobody has it in Lower Mainland.
Oh, not.
No DX from the ad, and no LX available either.
So they claim that there are no LXs around the Lower Mainland. So then they go off and they try to sell them what?
Well, we're looking at more expensive models or leftover 2017s.
And that's what happens. With no comparably priced 2018s available, the salesperson points the shopper towards their own more expensive in-stock models. The next vehicle offered is a $24,000 compact SUV.
A white one in stock, about $24,000.
That's roughly $8,000 more than the car the APA shopper came in for, and an entirely different model.
I have
an SE model in 2017 for $21,000 plus tax.
And then they try to unload some of the 2017s they still have left in stock. Vancouver Honda earns a failing grade from the APA.
Where did it fail?
Manufacturer advertising, bait and switch. We saw this year a big problem with bait and switch advertising. So vehicles that are advertised that you have no hope of finding at the dealership, and also extra fees. So dealers are padding on fake charges or for services that you never asked for that are not in the advertised price.
The long wait for that good deal.
And then they have to wait about 6 months.
Leaves buyers in a bind.
Do you buy that?
It's preposterous.
When W5 continues.
W5 is riding along with the Automobile Protection Association undercover shoppers in Vancouver. The APA and its hidden cameras are shopping for new cars, on the lookout for dealerships who aren't playing by the rules. Like what the APA found at Kia Richmond.
$7.95 for brokerage fee.
An additional fee not disclosed in the ad. Or what the APA couldn't find at any of the Honda dealerships they visited. A 2018 Fit DX priced around $16,000. So the salespeople offered their more expensive makes and models.
I mean, I can't spend $25,000. I don't want to.
But here's the bind the dealer is in. Some of the online ads originate from Honda Canada's national headquarters. The dealerships don't have control over vehicles and pricing promoted by head office.
So a customer comes in with this national ad. It says, hey, look what I can get my new Honda for. What are you hearing from salespeople about what kind of position that puts them in?
Private lease salespeople are uncomfortable. They say the first 5 minutes is, you know, trying to, first of all, not totally lose the customer's trust and kind of move them off their reason for coming in.
Because they know they can't deliver that car.
They know they can't deliver the car, that's right.
Well, to test that out, W5 went online to do a little car shopping on the Honda Canada website. Using a Vancouver area postal code, we created a customized brochure, complete with pricing, for the exact Honda Fit DX the APA shopped. And we were told we could meet it at Vancouver Honda, even though that dealership has none in stock.
It's going to build for you. It's going to be coming here in the next 3 months, usually.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so they said, congratulations, Kevin Newman, here's your Honda DX. And then they said, say hello to it right there.
That's the dealer we went to.
Right.
Well, you'll never say hello to it right there. They don't have that car.
So W5 requested an on-camera interview with the dealership to discuss the APA's findings, and Vancouver Honda wrote us back, admitting that they didn't have that particular Honda Fit in stock when the shopper arrived, but that we did inform the mystery shopper that we could order in that unit. They also noted that that online ad was placed by the head office of Honda Canada, and that in accordance to BC advertising guidelines, we will never ourselves advertise it unless we have one in stock.
Carter Honda, that's the other dealership which didn't stock the DX, also references potential confusion with the manufacturer advertising in a statement to W5. When you search by model, you will see that we are not showing any Fit DX models in stock, and that the screenshot that you sent is more of a representation of Honda's full lineup that is pulled from a different area of the website. Although we were not specifically promoting this model, you have brought to light a need to relook at this one area.
So is it a reasonable defense for a local dealership to say, you know, the ad that customer came in wasn't our ad, it was a head office ad?
Kevin, that's not a defense. That just means the manufacturer is rowing the boat, but it's still a leaky boat.
And could anybody honor that $16,000 price point that you found?
Nobody. The point is, don't advertise it then. Put that in your ad. This is a stripped-down model nobody wants. We don't have it. It's a $19,000 car. Cross out $16,000. You came in on that price point.
So we tried asking Honda head office near Markham, Ontario, why they would be advertising a vehicle dealerships rarely stock. But once again, no one was willing to speak to W5 on camera. Honda did offer up this explanation. Honda.ca is not a regional advertising tool. Rather, it's an online resource.
Do you buy that?
It's preposterous. It's an advertising tool online with a representation on the model and on the price.
So let's check in again with Cam at Columbia Chrysler. Remember him? With the helpful lessons in what to watch out for while shopping for cars? Well, Cam claims he's lucky to have in stock the vehicle featured in the Jeep ad.
I have no incentive to A, upsell you, B, try to, squeeze every penny out of you. It's actually my best interest to A, find you the best vehicle, perfect vehicle for you, and then B, help you get the best deal possible.
This visit seems to be going well. It looks like Cam and the secret shopper may be able to get a deal done. Cam has even sweetened it, offering the shopper a higher-end Jeep for the same price as the one in the ad.
And I would get it for $24,998.
Well, possibly even less if I can do my job right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say you give me an idea on a good credit.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I would build it on what we call prime credit here.
Wow.
I'm going to give you a copy of this to take if you want.
An impressive deal, and the shopper is handed a sales brochure with the details.
Very nice.
Absolutely. All right, we're ready to go?
Yeah.
And then, while out for a test drive, the conversation turns to warranty.
And how about for rust? Any warranty on rust?
There is rust
protection that we do offer. It is an aftermarket purchase though, and it's called undercoating.
And this is where the visit with Cam takes a turn. Chrysler does offer 5 years of rust warranty, standard on the Jeep. He appears to be upselling the shopper. And as the test drive continues, the APA crunches the numbers given to the secret shopper. The ad the APA shopped featured a $71 a week
payment.
So Columbia Chrysler has the right language around transparency, but what we found is the advertised payment, which was a weekly payment of $71, got bumped.
Here's how. In the conversion from a $71 no-tax weekly payment to a $174 tax-inclusive biweekly payment is an increase of $14.96 biweekly. Now, that seems a small increase, but over the course of the loan, the APA calculates the change adds over $3,000 to the deal she thought she negotiated. So in spite of all the promises of transparency and all of Cam's tips and lessons about what to watch out for, Columbia Chrysler receives a failing grade from the APA.
Columbia Chrysler failed because they boosted the payments without telling the shopper, and a misrepresentation. They were deceptive about the rust warranty.
So W5 paid that dealership a visit, and we spoke with Justin Gabera, the general manager.
We do this presentation, full disclosure, no extra fees at all. Like just the price of the vehicle plus taxes, which was right here.
Well, that's all admirable, and that's all things that people want. But what about that same transparency on what the financing costs?
But that's what's going to happen. So here's the thing. So we charge $24,995 plus taxes, and then she goes into the business office at the average rate, okay, a rate that we're positive about, and then if and when she does qualify for the better rate, she gets the better payment, right? Like,
automatically?
Automatically, absolutely.
He claims a higher interest rate than advertised was charged because the secret shopper hadn't yet qualified for the lower rate.
So did you make that clear to her? Or did the salesperson?
No, I didn't. I can tell you that that the salesperson and the sales manager are very, very reputable. Like they do really well. They get good Google reviews and stuff like that. They're good people.
So the other issue that came up was when there was a discussion of warranty for rust proofing. What was the warranty that was asked? Was the question asked, and the answer given was, well, we have aftermarket protection that you can add on to.
Right.
So it wasn't really an answer to the question of what is the warranty protection that's built into the vehicle. Yeah. Was that the proper way for your salesperson to proceed?
Absolutely not. I can tell you, I saw that in original correspondence that we had. I've addressed it with my team.
So, bottom line, 13 of the 16 Vancouver area dealerships failed this year's APA survey. It found issues with hidden fees, warranty misrepresentations, bait and switch advertising, and unacceptably high extra charges.
In this market, an honest dealer, a straight deal, is actually at a disadvantage compared to the competition because they are losing $500 or $600 or $700 of phony charges or unadvertised additional charges that their competitors are adding to the sale. And that's a problem too, because actually what you're doing is incentivizing deceptive behavior.
So the big lesson turns out to be a familiar one. Even when it seems like everything is on the up and up,
right? We're trying to get as much money as we can, and you're trying to save as much money as you can.
Always ensure the deal you've been promised is the one that's delivered.
Well, if you'd like to check out the paperwork for yourself, there's a link to the APA's 2018 report on our website and some tips from Georgini on what to watch out for. Here's what's straight ahead.
A looming threat.
As the climate warms, of course, the permafrost will change.
Puts a homeland at risk.
We must have lost about 500 feet of ground on the ocean side.
When W5 continues.